Oh, this a little foggy. All right, y'all. So welcome to Womb Wednesdays, where we have our weekly messages. For as far as what we need to do to heal our wounds or from whatever is blocking our manifestation, from coming in. Okay. So, like I already said, the song of the week is True by Lloyd. You can go listen to that. It may be some messages in that for you. The first thing that's on the list is the cardinal. The next thing is going to be on the list, which is going to be on the list every single week. They telling you to meditate. They also telling you to release. Like, make sure that you release, because the full moon is between the 15th and the 16th. So this is like the perfect time to release. And the next message that I got was, understand that you're on a new level. So what comes with getting on a new level? New devils arrive. You already slaughtered the devils on the last level. Now you on a new level. Some of those things that you learned on the last level, you are going to have to use it on this level, but you have to be able to know like when to pull it out and when to hold it in. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to be placed in a lot of situations too, like where you got to know like when to laugh and when not to laugh, and just hold off on whatever your opinion is. Okay, so the next message they saying is, don't let the past linger. So anything that's still haunting you from your past that you keep on replaying over and over again in your head, they telling you to release it. Like, this full moon is really, really powerful. Let me see what the full moon gonna be in. Okay, so it's saying that the full moon's supposed to be, what did it say, the super, oh, that makes sense, the super flower blood moon. Wow, that's a powerful moon. Super super flower blood moon. That sounds like a real that sounds real powerful. And it's like the first thing that's coming to my head is like the blooming phase. Like, I feel like you're going through like, or you're stepping into your blooming phase. But it's like, in order for those petals to actually come out and bloom, you have to get rid of all the weeds in your garden. Okay? So your next, oh, well, there you go. Your next message is, cut any soul ties that you need to cut. So any soul ties that's lingering around, like, you need to cut them. I just feel so crazy because we in this retrograde, and it seems like all the messages gonna be the same, but I feel like they're gonna be like pretty much significant. And they're telling you to reduce inflammation. So try new foods that that helps to reduce inflammation. And another thing that came to me too, it said clean up on aisle 9. So it's like whatever that means to you. And then also the movie The 8 Mile, like, it's supposed to be like a significant meaning in 8 Mile, so y'all can go watch 8 Mile. Or maybe that's your favorite movie, I don't know. Okay, and then the next message is telling you to clean up all the residue. The next message is strawberries. So your fruit of the week is going to be strawberries. You can go look up the health benefits of strawberries. Okay, just know that when you walk on your path, you're going to be spiritually protected as long as you stay connected to God moving forward. And they're telling you to follow your north node. And I had wrote that down. Or I think it came out in somebody reading. It came out in one of the readings, but I feel like that should be I feel like that should be a message for the collective, like, especially with this eclipse and the full moon and the retrograde. I feel like during this full moon, y'all should go look up at the stars and find like a constellation, like you and your kids, and y'all can go research it. And I feel like it's gonna be a message inside like of your research that you've been searching for, like the answers that you've been searching for yourself. And I also feel like if you haven't, you need to go ahead and get your birth chart so you can see what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Okay, The next one was the toucan, the spiritual meaning of a toucan. Oh wow. Okay, that's why it came out. That makes so much sense. Okay, so according to Google, it says the toucan also reminds us that our ideas and voices have great value and to communicate and contribute our medicines to the world in new creative ways. To get it out into the world again, meeting new people and diving into those new projects aforementioned above. Okay, so maybe a lot of y'all that's watching this, like maybe y'all are into like herbal medicine, or maybe they're telling you to get into herbal medicine. And that's probably why the other message that came out, it was reduce the inflammation. Okay. We can go ahead and look up the spiritual meaning of strawberries as well. While we got this pulled up. Okay, so that's funny because I got the astrology cards in my hand. It said the strawberry was a symbol for Venus, the goddess of love, because of its heart shapes and red colors. Wow. The history of the strawberry dates back to ancient Rome, where the fruit was considered the symbol of Venus, the goddess of love, because of its bright red color and enticing taste. Later, the berry became a symbol of fertility due to its many exterior seeds. So I feel like that's coming out too, because like they saying if you have the mustard seed of faith, I feel like you'll be able to manifest everything that you want to manifest. Or like if you've been thinking about like trying to attract a partner, or maybe that's a sign that like you need to give your ancestors some strawberries, or maybe you need to eat some more strawberries. I'm hearing like you need to start drinking some strawberry, lemon, and cucumber water every day, and you'll like notice a change in your smell and your urine. That's a lot of information, but I feel like that's for men and women. Okay, so the angel numbers are 1111, 1117, 1118, 1119, 2017, 2019. So something that happened in 2017 or 2019, it might be significant to what you're dealing with right now, or that may be that person or that situation that you're still holding on to from 2017 or 2019. That's what you need to face right now. You need to go ahead and come up with a better solution on how you feel about that situation. And let it go. Okay? The continuation of the angel numbers is 844, 644, 919, 944, 945, 611, 615, 515, and 313. Okay? And also too, like, I got a message too where they said that they watching. So y'all probably got a lot of gang stalkers. Like if y'all feel like a lot of people been gang stalking y'all, they are gang stalking y'all, and eventually it's gonna get exposed to you, to like who all the people are gang stalking you. Okay, so the next word that I got was trap. So they're telling you to don't fall into the trap, and they're telling you don't victimize yourself either. And then the next song that I got was For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole. So it's a lot of messages that you're going to be getting that nobody is going to understand but you. So that's why you should keep some of them to yourself and only share what God is calling you to share. And he also saying like you shouldn't be worried about what people are going to say about the messages that you have to say, because sometimes, like, to certain people, they gonna understand what I'm saying right now, and then sometimes because the person or the people not gonna go through it until after the video, they'll be able to come back to the video and then it'll make sense. Like, I think that's where the message come from, where they say you on different levels. Because honestly, just being real, like, that happened to me. Like, it was this one lady on YouTube, like, some of the stuff she was saying, I was like, huh? Like, what? Like, I don't understand what she's saying. And I used to always, like, just click off, like I don't understand. But, like, months and months on down the line, it's like now that I done experienced some more stuff, I can go back and I can look at her thing and I'm like, okay, so that's what she was trying to say. So they also trying to tell you to change your perspective and learn how to communicate on multiple levels, but understand that you are on a new level. So by you being on a new level, it's time for you to entertain the things that are on the new level and stop entertaining the low vibrational things that was on the last level, because that's what's going to keep you stuck. And that was another word, another message that I got too, is like you free, like you finally free, like God set you free. The battle is already won. Okay, the battle is already won. You don't have to fight no more. You can stop fighting. You don't have to do nothing. Like, just put everything in your ancestors' hands, and hey girl, and they gonna handle everything. Like, you don't have to fight no more. Like, that's just the message. You don't gotta fight no more. You don't gotta speak your mind. You don't gotta prove no points. You don't gotta do none of that. God got you. Your ancestors got you. They cleared the path. They protecting you. Move forward. If y'all caught the other live, when I showed y'all what was shown to me, understand that you got a whole team behind you that's spiritually protecting you. Even if you don't got nobody in the physical world, you got a whole team behind you that's ready to do whatever needs to be done to keep your path clear. Okay, so they telling you to don't rush anything, because everything happens in divine timing. Just like a project that I started 2 years ago, I was like, whoa, it didn't make sense. But now it finally makes sense as to why it took as long as it took for me to give that project some attention. And I feel like that's what y'all are going to start to experience in y'all regular life. Like, all of the pieces to the puzzle are going to eventually start to come together, and everything is going to start making sense. They're telling you to spend time with the moon. It's actually a half a moon out already, like, from what I can see. So if I was y'all, I would spend at least like 15 to like 30 minutes, like, with the moon, like, for the rest of the week, and just see whatever thoughts or visions come to you, or whatever feelings come to you, and write it down. And I feel like that's going to help you to know what you need to release when it come down to this full moon. Okay, I feel like, all right, I'm a play it cool. Okay, try to find, okay, so I already told y'all to try to find a constellation in the sky and go research it, because I feel like it's gonna be a message in there, or that's gonna be like your next clue to finding your tribe, or to finding your soul family, or to finding out your origin, like where you're really from, or like where your placement is in the galaxy, like where your star placement is in the galaxy. Okay, so the next message I got was the LOL surprise, and I feel like when you do that, it's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a huge surprise, and it's just gonna be a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. And then the next thing that I got to was the Big Bang Theory. Like, honestly, I was never into that show like that, but I am gonna go and watch it because, like, now that it came out, I feel like that show came out, and I feel like they canceled that show because I feel like they was already showing us like what was gonna happen, like once the big explosion happened. Like when the big explosion happened, like that's when everybody gonna get shocked by that little flash of light, and that's when everybody wake up to their spiritual awakening. Like I feel like the 2020 was like the ultimate spiritual awakening. And some people called it and some people didn't. Like it was a whole glitch in the system. Like it was a whole glitch in the system to where it was clear as day that all of this is a big illusion. And y'all, this is about to sound really, really crazy too, but another reason why I try to be careful about like what I say on here and what I'm gonna say on YouTube as well, because it's a lot of people watching me. And it's people that we all don't. The best way to put it is that it's people that we all don't want watching this, that be watching me. So, yeah, that's just like the best way to put it. But yeah, 2020 was a whole glitch. There's 2 people in here. That's the sign. 2020 was a whole glitch, and it's like if y'all didn't catch the glitch, I just meditate and pray that God showed you, or pray that God removed the veil over your eyes. Like, okay. So, the next message I got was learn how to move in a room full of vultures. And the reason why I say that, because once the veil is lifted, God is going to show you everybody. God is going to show you everybody will, everybody intentions, and you just going to be like, whoa. You're just going to be like, whoa. So they just saying, like, in the meantime, like, just pray for peace and sanity and tell God thank you every day. And it said God will allow some cycles to remain open until you get the picture. Sometimes the big picture could be that you were the problem, and sometimes the big picture could mean that you weren't the problem, and it was just the circumstances that both of y'all was in, and it wasn't in alignment with what God was trying to do for you in that moment time frame. So he had to separate y'all, or he had to give somebody else that opportunity, or you know what I'm saying. It's just like certain situations you gotta start looking at them like that. And it's like the overall message as well is to work on your root chakra. Like we really, like all of us, we really need to get grounded. Look, and this is a sign. The Taurus card is right out, constellation. And then the Lilith. Okay, so I feel like y'all should go look up whatever y'all Lilith is in y'all birth chart. Which is pretty much y'all North Node, and it's telling y'all to go walk towards it. Like I said, your chakras that you need to work on is your heart chakra and your root chakra, and you also have affirmations. I'll post them on Instagram. The affirmation is: I am protected, I am devoted, I am supported, I am grounded, I am loved, I am prepared, I am gifted, I am talented, I am anointed, I am a leader, I am stable, I am lovable, I am caring, I am flexible, I am adaptable. that was another message too. Like, they telling you to be like an animal and learn how to be adaptable to your environment. So learn how to adapt to any environment. Like, learn how to read the room and adjust yourself accordingly. It's saying, my words are valuable, my purpose is valuable, and my life is valuable. I feel like I've been talking forever. Okay. So, I feel like so I was supposed to give y'all the messages from the Taurus and the Lilith card and the Chiron. Or Chiron. Say, ooh, ow. We made love, Shauna. We made love. We made love. We made love. Are y'all listening to that, to Sakila Ali? Okay, so the Lilith is your shadow. It symbols the owls, crescent moons, snakes, swans, and cats. In astrology and folklore, Lilith was created to be Adam's first wife in the Garden of Eden. To Adam's shock and dismay, it turned out that she was an actual person with thoughts and feelings of her own. She refused to be put in a subservient position in their relationship, so she left. It is here that she is turned into a contrary tale for women to keep them in line. Lilith is the multifaceted and widely misunderstood creature in astrology. She is wild and animalistic, vengeful and petty, erotic and mysterious. She is power. Lilith has 4 distinct forms in astrology, but for our purposes, she is taking on her asteroid form. This is what is known as her solid form, her physical body. In the natal chart, Lilith show us where we will absolutely not compromise, okay? And also how to work through repressed anger. She is transformative force that can be quite powerful when channeled into personal growth. Okay, so I see why that came up. In the reading, when we start to stand up for ourselves, we are often faced with backlash and further punishment. Lilith asks that we don't back down. Continue to push forward. In fact, you have the capacity to downright destroy those who continue to oppress you. Okay? Call upon this powerful figure of womanhood when you feel like you don't have enough strength left. Sometimes strength is just walking away from the people you are told you are supposed to love or the goals and expectations others have set for you. Your keywords are the shadow, the darkness, the power, equality, mystery, wild, and pettiness. I feel like Lilith is trying to tell you to step into your power and don't back down from no bullshit from nobody. And telling you to like gain some strength, like gain some control, and accept your inner wisdom and your shadow side, okay? It be so crazy because I really feel like okay, so you have the Chiron card right here. It say the healer. Symbols, keys, herbs, shooting stars, and rainbows. Oh yeah, I was supposed to write that down, but it actually came out in somebody reading today though. But that's a sign though. Okay, cool. I'm on the right path. In astrology, abandoned by his parents and left to die, the immortal centaur Chiron was taken in by the twins Apollo and Artemis. or minutes? Okay, I'm not tripping. He was a guide to many important figures, most famously Jason and Aragonites or Argonites. In a stroke of fate, Chiron was accidentally wounded by Hercules but unable to die. He was forced to tend to his wound over and over again. Chiron is now technically a planetoid. A planetoid. Okay, I'm learning. As a planetoid in astronomy, he remains an important asteroid figure in astrology, where he is the key between the inner and outer planets. He lives in the space between the conscious and the unconscious mind, bridging the gap between us as individuals and as part of the masses. Where Chiron is located in your natal chart is where you will need to tend to an ongoing wound. The house is where you feel particularly inadequate, and the sign represents what the inadequacy manifests. While it can never be fully healed, you can use the lessons you learn along the way to improve other areas of your life. I said this in one of the readings, and I feel like I just said it in one of these messages. Y'all, please go check out the messages. Just go look at all of the signs, because honestly, it's resonating like with these constellations, with these cards. Okay. While it can never be fully healed, you can use the lessons you learned along the way to improve other areas of your life. The aspects between Chiron and the outer planets in our natal chart point to where and how we can help our community. Just like this great sinner took the gift of knowledge was given and passed it on to others, you can make a difference if you try. So they're telling you to just at least try and to show it for yourself. Don't overwork yourself, and figure out whatever your Lilith is. Okay, if it come out in the reading, Chiron appears when we have that nagging feeling of self-doubt we just can't shake. You already have all the tools you need to solve your problems. You just have to do some reflection to find them. Try as we may, even the most evolved the people carry their trauma with them everywhere they go. How they use this trauma is what is important. Are you lashing out at those around you, or are you focusing on your emotions, something productive to better your life and the lives of your community? This asteroid carries with it a delicate balance between inward focus and outward focus. Swaying too far in one direction can make us overindulgent and selfish, and the other way can leave us feeling neglected and burnt out. This is an ongoing theme of life that we all must experience at one point or another. And the keywords are wounds, healing, knowledge, gift, silver lining, hope, despair, and sadness. And I honestly feel like that came out too because this full moon coming up. And I don't even got to pull Taurus because I feel like this came up because we in Taurus season. So that's just like another confirmation. Work past these wounds so you can move forward and accept your harvest that's coming in.